Hello and good morning. My name is John Barley and welcome back to my next Let's Play, which I'm probably not gonna finish neither, but I don't care. So, hello, welcome back everybody. As you can already tell by the license plate, I am on Kinlaig. Better call it Kinlaig because I'm pretty late for this map and, well, I know it. But I just do this for fun, for the guys and girls who are watching, and I hope you enjoy it too. So yeah, here we are in Kinlaig. Kinlaig. What are we going to do in this Let's Play? Well, we'll have a little narrative Let's Play, and I will jump right into it. As you can see, I'm here with my car, my caravan. And why I'm here? Well, because I received a message from my my grand uncle, so the brother of my grandfather. My grandfather, he had three brothers. Himself went to London, lived there, raised his family, got kids, and they got kids, which is probably which is me, by the way. But his other three brothers, they stayed here up in Scotland and became farmers. Well, my grandfather, God bless his soul, has passed away a long time ago, and now from his other three brothers, two had already also passed away on a very short notice, basically in like 3 months apart from each other. So the only one who's remaining is my grand uncle Walter, and he called me, or he wrote me a letter saying that the whole farming side of things here is just going over his head. It's just too much to do, and he asked me if I can come and help him. And I said, well, why me, for all people? And he said, well, he already had asked all the family members of his brothers, but nobody was really paying that much interested in it. So, well, here I am, knowing nothing, or not much about farming, but knowing a little bit about business. And there he is, great-grandfather Walter, great-grand-uncle, but grandfather. And, well, let's just talk to him, and maybe, yeah, see what he has to say to us. Alright, here we are. So, what is the situation? Let's just go into the house. There is a map of all the farmlands. Oh no, this is the bathroom. There's a map of all the farmlands Walter owns. So let's just take a look at the map. So that's it. So they were, as I said, three brothers, and they had these three fields which they were farming. They had this field, which is grassland, and this is cow field, and yeah, and the main farm, which they shared equally. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I have basically no money. I'm a little bit in debt, actually, but yeah, that's where we're at. So the thing is, since Walter is getting really old and hasn't had the power anymore to do everything, all the fields have basically been rotten away this winter. Well, these two not, but the crops are not in a good shape and they are really bad. And so basically all these fields are not good to go. And I'm now in a situation that I need to think of a way to make this farm profitable again. So yeah, that's where we are. And I will now park my caravan somewhere around here, just take a look around, familiarize myself with the place. And when that's done, yeah, I will see where I can pick up from. Oh, there's also no caravan, but I'm not going to stay in this one. And see what might be a viable option to do here. Isn't that a stunning view? So if I sleep here, I have this wonderful view every morning when I wake up. So I decided to park the caravan here behind the grain barn. The grain silo. And yeah, what a nice view, huh? Really lovely. The mountains, the lake. Fantastic. So, what did I think about? Well, actually, first thing I need to think about is getting a small loan from the bank to basically get out of debt and have some money to work around with. The farm is relatively good equipped with everything you need to have, as far as I can tell, as somebody who's not really into farming. So we have a small JCB tractor with a cultivator, front loader. There's a New Holland tractor. We have a harvester. And behind here there is some, where is it? There's a trailer, forage wagon, and a mower. Yeah, and first I need to get a little bit of feed to the sheep. And that's basically my first priority, because we need to think of a method to, well, feed the sheep and the cows which we have. They need some food. And yeah, so I will now go to my car and go to the bank of Kinlaig. Not Kinlaig. So see you over there. Alright, so the bank of Kinlaig gave me a little loan of about 15,000 euros to start with. And I will take this money now to buy a little trailer and some stuff for, well, feeding the cows. So basically some, England. Basically some, I don't know, silage, or maybe also the hay bales, which are already lying around. But first thing, I need a little trailer to move stuff around. I guess I take the car trailer, do it with my car, and yeah, we just go from there, I would say. So here is the local car dealer, or the local machinery dealer, better said. So let's see where we are here. I already parked better than that, but never mind. So let's take a look at the car dealership, the machinery dealership. Alright, I bought my trailer and I had a very interesting conversation with the managing director of this wonderful shop, and he told me that there is a new company which is basically trying to, so they developed a new type of farm machinery, and they are trying to, oh yeah, this is my new trailer, by the way, And they are trying to establish this farm machinery with, well, the local farmers. And the machine is relatively big, so they are looking for a farmer who has a large field, to for the machine to work on. And that's basically where we're coming in. Thinking about, they talked to me and said, well, you probably should go big with all the fields of your great-grandfather, great-granduncle. So basically, all these single fields could be transformed into one major field, and then it might be possible that this company is willing to sell one of their machines to us, because you need to apply to be able to buy this new type of machinery, because there are only a couple of them on the market, and so they are hoping that I'm willing to get a big field out of it, and maybe this is something we can think about. The thing with this project is that first of all, I need to take a look at the whole farmland, and second, I'm just driving here on the farm, I don't need to strap it down, and secondly, then I need to get more money. I need to write a business plan, present it to the Bank of Kinlaig, so that they are hopefully giving me another credit, and this time a very big loan. So that, yeah, I can proceed with this plan. But the shop owner was very confident that if I'm doing the right thing, this might be something which could work out. Oh, and I see I also need a water trailer, because I need water for my cows. So, alright. This means back to the shop and get a trailer. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so this is my little water tank which I bought. Let's check the ramps. Straps off. 1,600 liters. In real life, this would just kill you. 1,600 liters of water is 1,600 kilograms, but here in the game you can just push it backwards, obviously. Okay, this looks a little bit weird, but never mind. So, water. Great, now the cows have water. Will I put it back on the trailer? Ah, yeah, I can get more water later down the line, so I will put it back on. Here we go. Oh, this didn't fit right. So, I bought this at the dealership again, and I was talking to the manager again about his suggestion of going down the route with that new manufacturer who's interested in doing stuff with his equipment here, while who's looking for farmer, and I will now just make that suggestion to Walter, see what he thinks. Well, that was a fast conversation, and basically he said one thing to me. He doesn't care what I'm doing next, as long as it's harvesting the field. Because if you have a field which is ready to harvest and a crop which is ready to go, you should go for it, not make big plans, just focusing on what you got on hand. And to be fair, he's not wrong. He is absolutely not wrong about it. So I will now just quickly harvest this field, this wheat field. No, it's barley. And yeah, when that's done, I will continue my train of thought. Then now the field is good. It's got really dark, really late, so I will just call it a day now. I just left the harvest at the field. I will clean up tomorrow morning, just go to bed now, think about everything, what will I do next, and then we will see us tomorrow. So, good night everybody. Okay, it's next morning. I have made a plan. So I'm at the dealer. I will now lease a plow, 6 meter, this is enough. Lease it, 867. And I will outline a new field. I've decided to make all the fields into one big field and go down the big route. This means I need to check and outline where I want to have the edge of my field. For this purpose I will take this plow and use it in this folded state, and then I will outline all the way around this whole what's the perimeter, this whole area where I want the new field to be. So I will do this now, and I will see you once that is done. So see you in a bit. Okay, so the round is finished. As you can see, I had to go for another plow because where's the map? Yeah, I was this is the I was just about here when I entered the wood and I realized that the plow, I mean, I realized it at the very start that the plow I had doesn't plow when it's folded. So I had to plow it in the wider setup. No problem around here. Here are some trees. I just got around here, I got around here, all the way, very good, up until here where I entered that woodland. So I needed a narrow plow, and as you can see here, I'm just going a little bit around some of the trees, it's a little bit curvy around here. Here's an old house, which I cannot tear down. It's probably protected by some sort of memorial agencies, so I had to go all the way around here, go over there and there, all by the railroad tracks up to here, go around here, and then back here to that field, and all the way around. So this is the outline of my new field. Here's a shed which I need to tear down, or maybe tear down and rebuild at the farm. I'm not so sure about that yet. But what is now very obvious, I will just take out my drone and show it to you, that here, you can see the outline here, are a lot of trees which need to be cut down here, and especially this is a relatively big woodland which I need to clear completely to fulfill my plan of getting that big field. So, and as you can see by my bank account, 2,398 euros. It's not a massive fortune, but it's definitely not enough to well, get these trees harvested relatively quick. So I will just now return the plow, and then I need to speak to the bank manager again and address an opportunity for another loan. And I also, before that, I need to talk to the guys here at the shop and tell them about, well, ask them about costs for some pieces of equipment which I rather intend to have. So I will just park it over here, customer parking, talk to them, and then I will try to make an appointment today at the bank and see what can be done. Alright, it got late again. It's past 9 o'clock in the evening. But I accomplished something. Just let the tractor in here. No. Lights off. What did I do? I did 2 contracts. I cultivated this field, collect 8,700, and I plowed this field, collect 11,100. Boom. Okay, so I will now go to bed. I will go to the bank and see if I can get another loan. So, see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are. It's getting Christmassy. All the decorations. I mean, it's December, beginning of December. Very nice. It's early in the morning, and we are a sharp-dressed man. Just the right outfit for our appointment with the bank. So let's just give it a try. Okay, so an hour later, and 50,000 euros new loan. They were very surprised. I mean, it was only one in-game month ago when I took on the first loan of 15,000, and now only after one single month I came here and told them, well, here's your money back, but I have new plans. And so we had a conversation about all the woodland which I wanted to convert into farmland, and then big plans for the machinery which I wanted to use for that. I know I'm being cryptic about this at the moment, but stay tuned, there's more to come. But nevertheless they said, okay, how much land do you want to farm? And I said, well, I have a couple of fields which I will now join together. And then they were kind of little redundant and said, no, we need more or less, we need precise field size and all that stuff to give you a bigger loan. So that's why, because the loan I now have is not even nearly enough what I'm intending to do. So we talked about new opportunities, and the new opportunity is that we start with the loan for doing the woodland. I have these 350,000 euros now. I wanted to have the sawmill actually, but they told me something like, don't bite off more than you can chew. So I will now make some purchases, and yeah, I will see you when my bank account has gone slightly down a little bit. Okay, that was a lot of money. How much was it? 238 for new machines and another 70,000 for leased machines. Yes, so I have leased a couple of machines because I don't want to, or I don't need all the machines, especially the expensive ones, for all the time. But this is what we purchased. That's a lot. So yeah, what we got? We got our own little lorry, an FH16 6x4. We got a low loader. This is only leased, so this will be returned at a certain point in time. We got a tipper trailer for the lorry. We got a wood transporter for the lorry, of course. We got our harvester. I just got really big, the Hannibal, basically because there are a lot of big trees and I hope to harvest them easier than with a chainsaw. Oh, I need a chainsaw. I got the Xenobolden for loading the logs. Also, never thought I would ever use it, so here it is. We have the tree devourer. This is basically my tree stump grinder and wood chipper in one. And we get a dolly which will be used in conjunction with this. So I will put this on the front of the tractor, then the lorry, and then the trailer behind it to start with, and well, to grind the stumps and all that stuff. So that's where we at. So I will now get in my car and first of all get redressed, because still a sharp dressed man, for those of you who know what I'm referring to here. But then first I will see where to start. I will not go directly into the woods. I think I will start with the 1 or 2 trees which are basically around the field down here. around where the entrances were. There were 2 or 3, maybe 4 trees, and now I didn't buy a chainsaw. And I also realized I forgot another thing, but I will go down there anyway in a second. So not that often. So yeah, here are some trees. It's good that it's December now, so all the leaves are off the trees. But this one, this, and these two, I'll start with these, and these are not needed, but this one over there will go as well. So these are the 4 trees where we will start with. So I could enter my farm over there as well. So I will now go and get all the necessary machines up here, and then start with harvesting the first trees. With that big load, with that big handlebar on the trailer. But as the eagle-eyed under with you might have noticed, I had to change the low loader trailer because I had no steering at all when I tried to turn, and I thought it was the low loader, so I went for another loader, which cost me another 5 grand to lease. So I now have the here the brand. What's it to lease? 5,400, yeah, actually. So, but even with this one, the steering didn't really improve. So I had to change the configuration of the lorry from a 6x4 to a 2x4, and then it worked. So the lorry was just too long when there was that heavy weight on the rear axle. It lifted the front just so slightly that you had no steering at all. So I'm dressed, we changed my clothes, now I'm here because I said I forgot something and I wanted to change something. So I wanted to change that loading wagon and that mower, so these will now be sold. And I want to buy, where are they? This little wood trailer, Continental tires, standard. I'll take the little high ones. No, I need them because I want it as a wood trailer. Red color is okay. Never mind it. New license plate. So for the offcuts of the trees, which are not so long that they will fit on that lorry trailer, that's why I have this little wood trailer. And I will buy this one. The Reberry RS100 RB. I will take this configuration, not the smaller one. I don't see any need for this back end. So the mower and the loading wagon will now be replaced with this one. Oh, I just got the same license plate now. Never mind. So this is... Oh, and of course I need a chainsaw. Ah, there. I will go for the steel. Yep. Okay, now I have the chainsaw just in case I needed it. So I just know the new mower wagon will be used in the next episode because we're about to come to an end for this episode. I will just now go over to... Doesn't even... Oh no, there are great lights. I will now go to the first 3 trees which I want to harvest, and then Yeah, I will see you over there. Okay, it got late again, but these 3 trees are cut, so most of it has been wood chipped. It's in this trailer now. Don't know how is it, 45,000 liters of wood chips. We do have the small trailer here with the branches, which are ready to be transported to the sawmill, and we got our big truck here. I can just see how badly this log is loaded, so I will adjust this later before I go down the line. But this big oak tree is on the trailer, and everything will be sold in the next episode, because that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, or even do subscribe. Don't drive when you're drunk, and until next time, bye bye.